Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have some exciting Power Rangers news for you. The Playmates toy line is going up for pre-order in Australia, and we have some more looks at the packaging and the toys themselves. Let's talk about it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my Morpher, when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. We are so happy to have you. So I have to shout out two creators on this one. First of all, I have to shout out Dan over at the Legacy of Nerd, because I was watching his video and he was breaking it all down, giving me some information so I can give to you guys. And he also said that the original leak or information came from Deoxy 360. So shout out Ash over there. Shout out Dan over at Legacy of Nerd. We're all just trying to make content and make stuff for you guys, so support all of the Power Rangers creators if you can. Now, we're going to get into the figures today, what they look like, the price, all that kind of stuff. Now, let's kind of one by one check these out. I do like the boxes on these. Like, these are decent, man. This is nice. Okay, and the first thing that I know a lot of people are saying, and they're looking at this and being like, yo, $20. Now, this is Australian currency, but from what I'm hearing, things could change, but because of the tariffs, there is a chance that these aren't going to be $10 figures. They could be more like $12 to $13 figures. That's just what I'm hearing. Things could change. And one thing that stands out, and we're going to read all of this, but it says ETA July 2025. Does that mean they'll be making it to this side of the country in July? Ooh, let's go. Let's break down what this has to say. The leader of the team, Jason, spends much of his time working on new martial arts skills to use when things get rough. As a Power Ranger, Jason draws his power from his dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus. His signature weapon is the Power Sword, and he pilots the Megazord. Press down on the back lever of the Red Ranger and watch him morph from Jason into the iconic Red Ranger. The Automorphin Red Ranger comes with his signature Power Sword and the Blade Blaster in both Blade and Blaster form. The figure has multiple points of articulation and designed to look just like Jason Scott from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition line is a new and improved release of the classic 93 brand for today's kids. Collect all of your favorite Mighty Morphin Power Ranger toys now. I love the write-ups. I felt like Hasbro got very lazy with the write-ups, and even on the back of these toys, you see that they have the same thing going on. And I think that in the right corner here, they're breaking down the character like we just did. And then over here is probably like a mini plot synopsis of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's what we grew up on, and I love that they're throwing that in there for today's kids. Some of the Hasbro line for kids, like the packaging was okay. Like, it wasn't awful, but at the same time, there wasn't no stories. There wasn't a lot of wording. There weren't no character profiles, stuff like that. This is cool. Like, when you take it home and you're staring at it and you're not opening up yet, and you're reading about it, and like there's stuff there for you to read. I love that they actually took the time to make a write-up on every character. Now, I think we're going to have to talk about every write-up. Okay, so I do love the packaging. This Black Ranger looks real good with the packaging. I think that's something that I won't say like makes or breaks a figure, but it definitely makes it more collectible, and it can kind of enhance a figure that maybe isn't the best when it comes to the figure itself. But if you can put it in a really cool packaging, somebody might pick it up. Now let's break down Zach's profile. Zack combines his love of dance and martial arts to form his unique hip-hop keto fighting style. Though courageous, he will often act as the voice of caution when a situation is unclear or dangerous. His signature weapon is the Power Axe. As a Power Ranger, Zack draws power from the Mastodon Dinozord. Press down on the back lever of the Black Ranger and watch him morph from Zack into the iconic Black Ranger. The Automorphin Black Ranger comes with his signature Power Axe and the Blade Blaster, both blade and blaster form. And then it kind of same thing about the articulation, and Mighty Morphin Reignition is new and improved for today's kids, stuff like that. I'm not going to read the same stuff over, but I do appreciate these write-ups. You don't see these all the time, man. Then we got Billy. Love it. I think Billy actually looks like him, at least from this angle. Billy is ultra intelligent, and when he and his fellow Power Rangers are called into action, he is a calculating and precise fighter. As a Power Ranger, Billy draws power from the Triceratops Dinozord. His signature weapon is the Power Lance. Press down on the back lever of the Blue Ranger and watch him morph from Billy into the iconic Blue Ranger. The Automorphin Blue Ranger comes with his signature Power Lance and the Blade Blaster in both blade and blaster form. So kind of same thing with all of these, but I am going to go through all of the write-ups and just see if they got everything correct. And it sounds like they did a good job. Now with the women Rangers, the girls, man, they could have done a better job with the body designs. These pretty much look like dudes that don't look like women, but it is what it is. At least it's got some cool packaging. Trini is a devoted martial artist, both the spiritual and physical aspects of her martial arts. In battle, she becomes a razor-sharp fighter with lightning reflexes. Her signature weapons are the power daggers. As a Power Ranger, Trini's power comes from her Dinozord, the saber-tooth tiger. Press down on the back lever of the Yellow Ranger and watch her morph from Trini into the iconic Yellow Ranger. The Automorphin Yellow Ranger comes with her signature power daggers and the Blade Blaster in both blade and blaster form. Another good write-up. They're getting all of these right. I was waiting for like a mess up or a word here, but so far so good. Let's keep it going with the Pink Ranger. Kimberly could have been a little bit like slimmed down. She just looks bulky and she looks like like shaped like a dude, if you will. Kimberly is a champion gymnast. Using this skill as a Power Ranger, she is able to jump and flip out of almost any situation. Kimberly draws power from the Pterodactyl Dinozord. Her signature weapon is the Power Bow. I did like how they talked about her being a gymnast. Press down on the back lever of the Pink Ranger and watch her morph from Kimberly into the iconic Pink Ranger. This Ranger comes with her Power Bow and the Blade Blaster in both blade and blaster form. Great job with the write-ups. I'm not going to lie. So that is the 5 Rangers there. Then we've got Rita Repulsa, a powerful evil sorceress. Rita Repulsa was imprisoned by Zordon in a space dumpster for 10,000 years. Now free, she's determined to take over Earth, but finds herself time and time again foiled by the Power Rangers. Press the back lever of Rita Repulsa and watch her raise her wand in battle. Rita comes with the magic wand and her spell ray. Okay, this is pretty freaking cool. I love that they have the character write-ups. I know I'm going to say that 1,000 times, but they actually took the time to do it. Okay, here's our first character that does not have a write-up. More information, TBA. So that's going to come a little later, but all these figures so far say July. What about the Zords? They have a pre-order on the Zords. You get all of them. That's cool. So 200 Australian currency, I think, is like 120 bucks, 130 bucks. Tell me if I'm wrong. There's not much of a write-up. Just says collect all of the combinable Dinozords to build the giant Megazord action figure. Yeah, I hear that this is going to be like one of the tallest Megazords in the line. Then we have our Power Morpher right here. Okay, we've got a write-up right here for one. With the activation of their Morpher, the Power Rangers call out the name of their dinosaur to morph into a formidable fighting force. Each Ranger's power coin holds the power to transform the normal teenagers into skilled fighters. It enhances their speed, strength, and durability to fight any battle that comes their way. Call on the power of the Dinozords, insert the coin for your Dinozord, and hear their call. The Power Morpher comes with all 5 power coins and recognizes each coin to play that Power Ranger sounds and phrases. The Power Morpher comes with 40 sounds and phrases, including lights, a belt clip, and power handle. Okay, it got a power handle. I never heard of it like that. I mean, of course, it's got a handle. I just never heard like it being called the power handle, but that's pretty cool. I also hear that instead of this being like 16, 17 bucks, it might be over $20 now. They're saying there still is time for these prices to go back to normal, but as of right now, just know that there might be an increase on these items from, you know, that first wave, that first news when we got like the release on prices. Things might change. I don't know, but we will be with you every step of the way. The last one we have to show you is the Blade Blaster, and this thing looks dope. I know it looks a little bit bulkier at the bottom and stuff, but I think even with the tariffs, it shouldn't be more than $25, $26, but we will be here every step of the way covering this. I am excited to see these released, but now there's a new question out, right? When the prices and these initially came out, when they're $10 a figure, I was really excited because I could get 6 Rangers or 5 Rangers with like a villain, a Blade Blaster, and a Morpher all under $100. Do you think that this will affect the sale of the figures if they go up 25, 30%? Instead of that $100 for a bunch of things, it's now going to be like $150, $200, stuff like that. What are your thoughts? I don't think it's going to be that bad, but it's sounding like the $16 Morpher is going to be more like $23 to $25. It's sounding like the $10 flip figures are now going to be $12 to $14. We'll see exactly how everything pans out. There is time. But then it has me ask the question to you guys. Will you still collect these items even if the price goes up a little bit? I know I'm going to do my best, but it is hard out here for a pimp. It seems like everything's going up, but like wages ain't really going up right now. So will this hold you back from grabbing a lot of it? Maybe as fans, we could still afford to get a figure or two. But like I said, for $100 before, you were able to get like 6 figures, a Morpher, and a Blade Blaster. Now that's going to be more like $150, $170, something like that. Is it still worth it? Will you still get that same amount and pay more? It's interesting to ask these questions, right? It seems like Power Rangers always caught up in something. Either it's an actor strike, a tariff war, whatever happens, Power Rangers always kind of in the middle of it. But I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts? Are you going to be copping these? Let me know in the comments, and shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members Salima Ramirez, Stephen Heffelman, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Thomas Franco, and Roderick Ham. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now. and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K Power Up, that is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.